On Wednesday, September 11th, we set off on our Yukon adventure. The drive was long, the roads were windy and bumpy, but the views were spectacular. It took us 8 days to get to Dawson City. Along the way, we stayed in Grand Prairie, Pink Mountain, Fort Nelson, Laird River, Whitehorse, and then finally Dawson City. We traveled over 2,500 kilometers. We stayed in Laird Springs last night and spent about an hour and a half in the hot springs, which was beautiful. Surprisingly, a lot of people. It was in the evening. It's open till 10:30. Okay, now we're heading to the Laird Hot Springs. We just paid $5 each, really reasonable.
So, Aaron, you need to touch one of these thin wires.
We'll let the guy who knows what he's doing do it here.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's all gravelly.
Yep. There's been getting into the hot springs.
So we just got out of the hot springs. We spent about, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
And
Sufficiently cooked.
sufficiently quick. Where the water comes out of the mountain, it's very hot near the source. It gets a little cooler as you move away. But it was good. We had a good time. We're on our way from Laird Springs into Whitehorse. Beautiful weather today. It's a Sunday, so not too much traffic. Beautiful drive along the Alaska Highway, just endless miles of beautiful scenery. We've seen a lot of bison, elk, lots of wildlife. So the plan is to maybe stay in Whitehorse for a couple of days. Want to drive up to Dawson City, spend a couple of days there, and then just make our way back. We've just arrived at High Country RV Park in the Yukon, and Kevin and Rita are setting up. Aaron and I are walking Henry right here around the campsite. It's quite nice. Just saying. It's nice and big. We are in Whitehorse. We're in Whitehorse in the Yukon. It's kind of chilly. It's about 11, rainy. Kind of makes it feel colder, which is why I look like I'm dressed for winter. But this is really nice. Just walking down Main Street. Show what that looks like. We are at Fish Lake, which is about 25 minutes from our campsite in Whitehorse. And this is absolutely beautiful. Henry is loving the freedom. Aaron and Kevin are going to be taking the canoe in the water to do some fishing. So a couple of dogs came down that road. This is one of them. Very skinny.
Okay, this is ready to go.
Not afraid of us, but we haven't really gone up to him. You can see how skinny he is. He's eating some of Henry's food. Apparently the dogs are not treated very well, unfortunately.
It's really pretty.
Is it? Yeah. It's beautiful up here. It's Wednesday, September 18th.
Yep.
And we are heading to, 2024. We are heading to Dawson City from Whitehorse. We just spent 3 nights in Whitehorse, toured around, really nice little city, beautiful surroundings. And now we're heading up to Dawson City, which is about a 6-hour drive along the Klondike Highway. We're at Signpost Forest in Watson Lake in the Yukon. Yeah, so cool. People put signs here. We're going to put a sign on the way back down there. Oh wow, this goes on forever. So here's the site that we took last night. We arrived around 10:30 at night, which is something we said we would never do, but couldn't be helped because the road conditions coming up from Whitehorse on the Klondike Highway are not good. And there was a section of highway that probably stretched for 10 kilometers or so. And it was under construction and it was very bumpy. It was gravel and dirt, and at one point it was mud. And we were actually slipping, and we were on a decline, and there was a bend further down, and beyond that was a sheer drop. So it was pretty harrowing, I have to say. So we decided we wouldn't take that route out of here, but now we've since discovered that's the only way that we can get back. So now we have to go up a muddy hill on the way back. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we'll make it back in one piece. The tread on one of our tires was really worn, and the wheel was looked a little bit off, like crooked. So Kevin and Aaron are taking this wheel off, and then they're going to replace it with the spare.
Where's Rita?
Which is the same as the other tires. When we were sideswiped in Billings, Montana, we figured that maybe this is what threw the tire off.
Hit right here where the tire would be, and then, skidded across the side.
And you can see the skid marks up here.
Tire.
Yeah, and he probably threw it off kilter. After fixing the tire, we're now heading into Dawson City. Finally, it's 2 p.m. We're all hungry, but that really needed to get done so that we can hopefully travel safely back. So we're just off to find a place for breakfast. The sour toe cocktail is a tradition in Dawson City that has been going on for over 50 years. It is a rite of passage for visitors to the city. The cocktail is a shot of whiskey, usually Yukon Jack, with a mummified human toe in the drink. How did it all start? In the 1920s, brothers Louis and Otto Lincoln were rum runners during Prohibition. One day they got caught in a blizzard and Louis got a frostbitten toe. His brother Otto chopped off his toe to prevent gangrene. He placed the toe in a jar of alcohol to commemorate the event. Legend has it that in 1973, Captain Dick Stevenson found the jar with the toe in a remote cabin. He came up with the idea of the Sour Toe Cocktail Club, and there was only one requirement to join the club. You had to drink the legendary cocktail with one rule. You can drink it fast, you can drink it slow, but your lips must touch the gnarly toe. We're still in Dawson City. It's Friday, September 20th. And the plan is to leave tomorrow. So today we were going to go do a couple of museums and tour around a little bit for our last day here. We got a call from Aaron. He'd gone into town to get a coffee and his transmission blew. So he has a standard transmission. He had to have it towed from where his car died to the Napa store just across the street from our RV park. And he has arranged to have it towed to Whitehorse, where there is a Dodge dealership. So now it's just getting him and Rita to Whitehorse. Flights look like they're booked until Monday. Maybe he can rent a car, I don't know. But anyway, things to figure out. And then hopefully they can fix it in Whitehorse. If they can't, then he has to arrange to have it shipped to Edmonton. So this is, our experience in Dawson City. But we're rolling with it. It's all part of the adventure. Stuff happens, right? So, yeah, we'll keep you posted. Rita and I are walking downtown Dawson City. It is Sunday and nothing is open.
Yeah.
But we're trying to make the best of this crazy stay of ours in Dawson City with Erin's Jeep breaking down and us
I lost a
fearing.
finger.
Oh yeah, she broke her finger too. Yes, yes. This happened when the transmission blew.
Yep.
And it's been kind of cloudy and depressing and rainy. And, you know, I'm fearing that we're going to be stuck here for the winter. So this nice sunshine suddenly came out. And I said to Rita, let's just go walk downtown even though nothing's open.
Yeah.
It's just nice to get out of the RV. So here we are. Apparently this is actually open on Sunday. So we're going to go in and just have tea and some, you know, sweet dessert or something. So we just went into the downtown hotel and it's the dining room is not open. However, the El Dorado where we drank the whiskey with the toe in it, that's open. So we're heading there now. One of the best things we've had here, believe it or not, is pizza. They make really good pizza here. And there's one place, I think. What's it called?
Can of Gold Pizza.
Can of Gold Pizza. So we're going to go there. I'll show you a picture of it. It's closed, but it does open in a few hours. The pizza is quite expensive. We got 2 pizzas, a medium and a large, and a salad, and it was $80 for $85 for all that. So it is kind of pricey, but it really tastes good, so worth trying.
Yeah.
The Midnight Dome Lookout sits high above Dawson City. The views from it are breathtaking. On the longest day of the year, people gather to see the midnight sun. In the winter, people gather to see the northern lights. Down from Dome Road, Kevin saw this road off to the left, so we decided to see where it went. It's very steep, might be hard to tell, and it's very bumpy. Very bumpy and high. I think we're nearing the top. Oh boy.
Oh, there's a fire lookout up here.
So Kevin, being a former firefighter, can't seem to resist climbing ladders. dropping Rita off at the airport here in Dawson City, and this is it.
I'm leaving. I'm gonna make it out. I survived.
Okay, so Rita is just about to get on the plane. In our next video, we'll show you our trip back from Dawson City and how we did on that really bad stretch of road under construction. Off the bed, Henry. Come, let's go. Come on.
Henry, come on. Henry, come on. Come on. Come on.
Henry,
Come on.
that's a good boy.
Good boy. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Come on. Where did this go from?